Hello class, this is the third in a series for the students designing and creating their own cardboard furniture. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating how to glue cardboard together for strength and for sort of a neatness. I'm going to be gluing a right angle, the way you would create a wall on the side of a table, the leg of a chair, or the back of a chair. Generally, when you're gluing a 90-degree angle like this, the wall itself is not going to balance when the glue is wet. So often you need to do either two walls at once or to have triangular or square supports to glue in there so that the wall can dry straight and strong. So if you can, I'm using Elmer's white glue. You can use a hot glue gun as well. It's a little bit faster, but it also tends to be a little messier. And in the long run, the bond is not as strong. Now, if you can, I always put the bead of glue along the solid surface of the cardboard if I can, versus putting it along the corrugation, just because a lot of the glue will drip down into the cardboard. That's fine. When you put it back down, it's going to run back out. But if you know exactly where you're placing the wall, then I find it easiest to put the bead of glue along the solid surface. Cardboard is porous and will absorb a decent amount of the glue. So you can use a decent amount. It dries clear, so it won't leave too much of a mess. And you can always wipe the excess away as well. So I have a bead of glue down. Going to place my wall, then adjust it. If there's big globs to wipe away, I'll do that. And now I'm going to place a bead of glue where my perpendicular wall is going to go. That's something, and you can see it right there, that's something I can do beforehand. If you're confident doing it one-handed, you can do it after you get the first wall placed. Place my perpendicular wall in, push the original wall against it. Now, one thing I will often do is take a small piece of tape and wrap it around the corner of the bond so that it applies a little bit of pressure. You don't have to clamp cardboard like you would with wood, but it does help if you can get a little bit of pressure on there, and that'll also hold it at a nice 90-degree angle. You can also put tape, if it's feeling fragile, several pieces of tape around the base as well. Now, the white Elmer's glue, it's going to be about an hour before it's completely dry, but often a joint like this will be very workable within about 10 minutes. And you can see this wall is slipping around a little bit as I'm moving it. So I'm going to put a piece of tape there as well. And before you sort of set it aside, you want to make sure everything is exactly where you want it, because after about 5 minutes, you won't be able to adjust it anymore. So that will dry into a strong joint where every piece is reinforcing itself, and it's got a nice clean look on the outside once the glue dries. In addition to the perpendicular exterior walls, or if you are not placing a perpendicular wall, you can use triangles of cardboard as interior reinforcement. And if this is a nice 90-degree angle, which this is, then it also reinforces the 90-degree angle of the joint. And you can just space those out 3 or 4 inches apart, and that can take the place of an interior lattice or an exterior wall if you're making a shelf or if you just need some interior strength. So that right there, when that dries, will be nice and strong. It'll have a nice clean look, and that can be a corner to any piece of furniture that I want to design. All right, next in the series will be the video number 4, where I'll go over how to fold and crease cardboard to do curves on your furniture.